welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use ADF to move the one file from Data Lake to SQL Database, Azure SQL Database, from Data Lake storage, from storage to SQL Database. We will have the ETL and we'll create the pipeline. So source will be one CSV file, and we'll be loading, having those source file in Data Lake storage, and we'll read that file using connection manager, and we'll put those data into Azure SQL Database. And that is our main goal for this video. So for that, I'm going to open my Azure Studio. So a couple of things. So our destination is basically Azure SQL, right? So let me create one table on SQL. The table will be the blank. Let me open this, and then let me go to the Azure SQL. And I already have the Azure SQL have here. So I'm gonna open this Adventure Work TL Azure SQL, and then I'll be opening this query editor. I'm gonna put my password to open that SQL. I'm creating one quick table. Once this SQL open, Azure SQL open. So as you see, I have some sample table here. I'm going to create in this window. I'm going to create a new table called the EMP, which has ID auto-generated identity 111 and first name and last name. I'm going to create this new table here, and let me run this. Select star from EMP table. It doesn't have any data. So our goal is we'll load the data into this table using ADF or using our pipeline. So we'll come back. This is our destination table. We just created for now, right? So I'm gonna come back here later. But for now, let me go to Azure Data Factory. Since I do not have Azure Data Factory, what I can do is I can implement Azure Synapse tool as well. It's going to be a little bit advanced than Azure Data Factory. Let me search Azure Synapse. But Azure Synapse will have everything that we have in Azure Data Factory. So Synapse, we can do basically anything that we can do in Azure Data Factory. Right. Okay. So before I open this Synapse Studio, I have to create the source file. So let me do that. So let me I create the table. Let me create one text file, text notepad, and this is our source basically. So the source has not too much, but I have like first name, last name, and John, and these are basically the data I wanted to load, right? So I'm gonna save this one in my, let's say, desktop. And then I'm gonna call that EMP data and text format. I'm gonna save it. So I have to upload this file in its storage account. And once I save this one, what is happening? What is it not saving? Control S, desktop, EMP. Let's say EMP and data, right? So you're gonna save it. I do not want that star there. And then save it. Okay, so this data has saved in my desktop here. So I'm going to upload this file into my Azure storage folder. So in order to do that, I need to open the Azure storage, storage account. So I'm going to open the storage account since I already have the storage account configured. If not, I have to configure it. I have the storage account configured. So I need to upload that storage account on here. So if I go to data storage here, I can open this container. In container, I have a file folder already. In this file folder, I can upload that file. So I'm going to click on upload, and then I can browse for file, go to the desktop, click that one, and upload it. All right. So this is our source in our storage account, and we, if you remember, we create the table on destination in Azure account already. So our goal is copy this file from this storage account to Azure SQL. So that is what we are going in this video. So for that, I have to open Azure Data Factory, or since I do not configure the Azure Data Factory already, I'm going to utilize the Synapse Studio. is going to be the same. So I click the Synapse. I'm gonna launch the Studio clicking here. So basically, what we can do is there's these all feature available in Data Factory as well. So I can ingest one-time schedule. I can do if I want to perform one-time load. I can click on this ingest, which is available in home button. I can directly click on here. And what we are doing is we are built-in copy data activity. We are performing copy data, right? So we are copying the data. So I can select this one, run once now, or schedule or Timbler window, right? So you can do these multiple things. For now, I'm gonna just show you just for one, so I can click next. Per source, source type is my like my source is Azure Lake. My source is in Data Lake, so I'm gonna select the Azure Data Lake Gen 2 as storage because my source is in there, and then connection. Um, I will be creating the new connection because I do not have established the source file connection yet, so I'm going to create the new connection. So the connection is I'm going to name that is CSV file, CSV file, Azure Data Lake Storage, Azure Data. Let's say connection, and then like I explained in my ADF overview video, how to create the connection. So I will be using, since I am going to using Azure Data Factory, I'm going to use this integration. Then I am going to use Azure subscription, not the if my file is on other location, then I probably could do this manual way, but my file is in Azure Data Factory. I'm going to select this one. I have to select the subscription. This is my subscription, and then storage account is this. So this is what my storage account that I loaded, that file, uploaded my file. So my file I uploaded here, right? So this is how I establish the connection and create. If I have the parameter, I can do those parameterization thing here. But since I'm not gonna configure parameter, I'm good with that. So connection has been established for that file. Next, I have to this connection has been established. Now I can browse my file. So my file, within file folder, and within file folder I have employee data text. This is my source file I have connected here, and there is a couple of options we can have. Binary copy recursively in this. I think we do not need to do those. I can select whatever we have. Max concurrence occurrence and start time, in time. I am not going to do these options as well. I'm going to click next. You can make more option. Since it's the delimited text file, you can preview the data from here. So this is our source data. It looks good. You don't need to do anything. First row is a header. I have those header there, so this looks good to me. And that's the source configuration, right? And I am coming to the destination. For destination, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna select my SQL destination, Azure SQL Database, right? So I'm gonna type the Azure SQL Database. Azure SQL Database. I'm going to search the Azure SQL Database, select that, and then I will be the Azure SQL. As soon as I select the Azure SQL Database, it's supposed to get the connection. If not, I can create the connection. I probably have to create the actual connection. So let me create the connection. SQL Database. And then CTI connection Azure SQL Database. I can do the description. I can have this integration runtime version 2.2. I will be selecting my subscription. The server name, I will be taking my server name. What is my server name? Let me go to my SQL server. Let me go to the server. So if I go to the Azure SQL, this will be my server name. No, Azure Works TL. Azure Works TL is my server. So I have to choose. Actually, Azure. Sorry about that. Azure Works TL is my database. Is the database. If you see this stack here, this is the server. SQL DB T0Y KIA. Right? SQL DB KIA T0. So this is the second one. Let me verify. TOY2. Yes. TOY2. And then database name. Let me refresh and then drop down. Why This is not showing in here. Let me change this to different server and then refresh it. I think I have a wrong server, right? Let's see. Okay, now I choose the right server, and then Advanced Work TW database has been selected. I'm gonna have Azure SQL authentication. I can give my username, which is I have to go to username. I have to see what the username for that. I think for this server, my username is basically server administrator username, server admin SQL user. So I'm gonna copy this to here, and then I can provide to my password. Okay. I'm going to give username and password. Encryption mandatory. I can have mandatory, and if you choose the mandatory, you have to select this trust service certification. I think this is all pretty much you have to do. Let's check the connection, test the connection. If everything works, then it's going to be successful. Otherwise, it's going to fail. We have to change it. So connection has been successful. So this is what our destination connection we configured. So click on create. Okay. So destination connection has been created, and this database you see this automatically EMP data already automatically mapped here, because EMP data we already at the beginning we created this table and DVU schema, right? So use existing table. So I think this is mapped. Let's see. We create destination SQL, Azure SQL and connection manager and this table, right? It looks good to me, and then I can click on next. Then there is an option called you can do the mapping. If there is anything wrong, you can make a change, like first name has first name, last name has last name. If you want to add more, or if you want to reset, you can do so. It looks good to me. I'm gonna click on next. Now you have this option, right? Okay. You are in setting. You don't have to do anything here as well. We are all good. So this is how this is what we just configured. Our source in Data Lake Gen 2 folder. Target is Azure SQL Database. We configure that ETL, and this is copy pipeline. Is named as this. This variety of name. It looks all good. I'm gonna click next. As soon as I click next, it automatically deploying my work. As soon as it's completed, I can monitor it. Okay, what I can do is I can do finished, or also I can edit the pipeline if there is anything wrong, or I can monitor the pipeline. If I click the monitor tab, I can go to what I can do is I can go to manage, or I can click on monitor here, and then it will say copy pipeline. This pipeline has succeeded. This is succeeded, right? You can click here, and you can see more detail the pipeline. So pipeline will take 17 seconds to run it for this. Okay. You can do refresh. You can update the pipeline. Do whatever you want to do from here as well. Okay, looks good. So basically, pipeline has completed, meaning the data from source, the destination has completed. So let's check if the data is written in destination or not, right? So for that, let me open the Advanced Work TL database. Let me go to query window. Let me have a password to open this SQL. And if you remember, we created EMP table. So initially, I did not have the EMP data was empty. Now, if I do the select star from EMP and run it, I should see some data here. Our result. Okay, there is no data. Okay, it seems like the pipeline or data flow has not actually run. I just updated. So let me do this. Let me go to workspace. Let me go to JSON. Let me go to the pipeline. This pipeline, and let me trigger this pipeline. Trigger now. Basically, I'm gonna run this pipeline now. Now is running. The earlier it was just saving that the pipeline, right? So in order to see the progress, initially it was created. So earlier it was created. Now it is running. That's is running. If you want to see the progress, I got to go to the monitor tab and pipeline run again. Let me refresh this. Seems like it's completed. Let me go back. I'm not sure if it is completed. Okay, run completed. 10:30. Let me go back to integration where our pipeline was there. So this is our pipeline. Why this pipeline is, let me go back to the SQL, then run it. There is no data, right? I think this pipeline has not been completed yet. It's succeeded. View the pipeline run. Actually, this pipeline run 10:33. Yes, it ran. If I open this, in order to update the pipeline, what I need to do is, you can see this is our source and this is our destination. If I open that destination table, EMP data, not the EMP only. So let me go to, oops, this is not the one I am looking for. So EMP data, let's see if it's created EMP data table. And then see if EMP data has that data. Yeah, yep. So I think I was mistaken. It's I created EMP data table, and since I ran 2 times, so data has been loaded in 2 times here. Okay. So this is what I wanted to show you. The first ETL work using Azure Data Factory or Azure Synapse activity. I'm going to save this as in Data Factory folder, but it's going to be the same Data Factory and Synapse. Basically, you need to go to ingest here, and then you create the one-time run, and then you will set up source and destination. And that is pretty much all you have to configure, right? Yeah. All right. So this is all I want to show you as a part of copy data activity using ADF or Synapse as a first video. We'll be doing more videos with more complex activities later on. So thank you for watching. Bye for now.